Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amy and this is Love and Yarn Studio. We look at all things crochet, from crochet patterns, yarn hauls, tips, tricks and absolutely everything in between. If you are not new and you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking and joining me for today's video. Okay, this is the second of this version of videos we have done. You may have already seen it, but in May we did a May recap. Well, this is June's recap. It's now the beginning of July and we're going to spend this video looking back to see what we achieved in June, whether we hit our goals, whether we didn't hit our goals, what we crocheted, and looking forward to what our plans are for the month of July. So get comfortable. I've got my very hot coffee here in my amazing Crochet Society mug. So go and grab a coffee, sit down and spend some time with me planning out your July goals. Okay, let's just spend a little bit of time recapping our May crochet goals. I've got my little notepad here with the goals that I set, the goals I plan to do for July, and everything else in between. Okay, let's start by recapping what we plan to achieve in June from the May's recap. And then we will move on to July's goals in today's recap. So what I set myself to achieve in June was to hit 3,000 subscribers over here on YouTube. It was to release the Willow tote bag pattern. And it was to hit 5.5 TikTok followers. Coupled with that, I think I also expressed a desire to get more patterns out, to create more patterns, and to be consistent over on Instagram. Let's see what I achieved. Is to hit 3,000 subscribers over here on YouTube. That I did not achieve. I think I'm on about 28/29. So I'm very, very close, but did not hit the 3,000 people subscriber count that I was hoping to reach. But that's absolutely fine. We can carry this. And I think it's really important to express that if you don't hit your goals, like they are goals at the end of the day, you're aiming high. You're not aiming just a little bit forward, you're aiming high. So these aren't necessarily achievable goals, but they're just things that I would absolutely love to be able to achieve within that month. So it's not the end of the world. We move on, we get that the next month. That's the plan. These are just top level goals that I would love to be able to move this small business forward with. So yeah, so 3K subscribers was not hit. That's absolutely fine. We're sitting at about 2829. Incredible people that subscribe to this channel, which I am extremely grateful for. The next one was to release the Willow tote bag. I do, in fact, have the Willow tote bag with me right here. It's because I've been filming some content for the socials, because this bag, I can confirm, at the time of you watching this, has been released today. So it is being released on Sunday, which is when you will see this video. So I will put the link for my Etsy to this bag directly if it is something you've been wanting to create. I'm so excited to see everyone's creations. I will share some photos with you now of what the testers have created. And I love their visions with these, how they've done different squares. They've all gone down different colour routes and it just looks amazing. This was probably the biggest tester I have done in terms of the patterns that I've personally created. I was really concerned about this one. It's a big pattern. It's maybe not quite beginner friendly. I would say it's more beginner intermediate level, just purely because the squares aren't the complicated bit. To me, it's putting the bag together that really tests you and your crochet ability. But that's not to say a crochet beginner could not do this bag, because why not try? Aim high. But I'm obsessed. I have just ordered from Wool Warehouse actually their new peppermint drops Paris colour, because I think it will look absolutely incredible, and I want to make some more of these bags for the craft fairs that I've got towards the end of the year, because my tote bags seem to do really well. So I am pleased to announce that that goal was achieved just by the skin of our teeth, because the pattern testing literally finished right at the end of the month, the beginning of July, I think it was. So I've made the amendments with the incredible feedback I got from the pattern testers. That pattern is now available over on Etsy. So goal ticked, done. So I'm really, really happy about that. And then my next goal was to hit 5.5 followers over on TikTok. Another goal I did not achieve. We are not far off. I think off the top of my head, we're sitting at about 5.3. So a couple of hundred off the 5.5. I feel like the growth has slowed down ever so slightly over on TikTok, but the engagement I get from everyone that follows me on there is amazing. I feel like I always have the same people coming back, commenting on my videos. We're obviously doing the Lotus community blanket at the moment. And I just love having chats with everyone over there, as I do over on here as well. So that goal wasn't achieved, but that will be carried forward and enhanced slightly for our July goals. So yeah, what did I make in June? So what did I crochet in the month of June? If you follow me over on TikTok, you will know that we are all very much working on this Lotus blanket. If you have only seen this blanket in my previous May recap, you will realise how much growth we have had in this blanket. It's almost too big to show and share with you all now. It is absolutely incredible. Give you a bit of a closer view of the blanket. I'm obsessed. So the essence of this is essentially I ask my TikTok followers to pick the yarn that we're using for the following day. So I will base it on what the pattern says. So if the pattern's telling me the next 3 rounds are the same colour, then the yarn that's picked by the TikTok followers will be the yarn that we use for the next 3 rounds. And I do each colour a day. I think we're on day maybe 30 actually at the time of filming this, day 30 of the Lotus blanket. We're on part 2 of 4 of the pattern, so we've got quite a way to go, but it's just looking amazing. I'm so happy with this. I love it. I need to do today's round actually. I think we're using a Fandango colour, which is that little colour in there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, this one. There you go, it's a better example. That colour is today for the next 2 rounds, I believe. But yeah, so this is one of the big projects I have been working on in June, for sure. Definitely taken up quite a bit of my time. My 9 to 5 has also just been crazily busy. So finding time to crochet has been really difficult, but still my love and joy. So I will always find time to crochet. And then something new that I've started in June, right at the very end actually, is I've tried my hand at tapestry crochet. And you know when you try something because you've not tried it before and you automatically know it's going to become your new obsession? Well, I think tapestry crochet could well be that. I am vlogging my experience of doing tapestry crochet for the first time, so hopefully you'll see that video in the near future. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is what it is looking like so far. It's all made up of single crochet, so it is time consuming. There's an awful lot of colour changes, but I'm really enjoying it. I'll put a little photo up here of what the pattern is that I'm following. Got it over on Etsy. This lady has some incredible tapestry patterns, but I thought I'll just buy the one, because I also have a terrible habit of getting really obsessed with things. So I don't just go half in, I'm going all in if I'm doing something. So I had to really refrain from just ordering one of the patterns that she has. I've got about another 20 in my basket. Make sure I can get on with this, okay? Finish this one up. Then I will go on and purchase some more of her patterns because they are amazing. I definitely feel like I've made a couple of mistakes in this. Don't know if you can see here, I feel like I've gone too far over. But that's fine. This is my first attempt. And it will only be for me this anyway. But yeah, I'm really loving the tapestry crochet. So that's something else I've been working on in June. I've just literally got yarn everywhere at this point. It is just everywhere. I've also got a really exciting new crochet pattern to share with you all. This is something that I've wanted to crochet for a really long time. Don't think I shared it with you in my last video. No, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have. So this is brand new, and this is called my Cozy Up and Go Travel Mug Cozy. We all know that I have my mug cozy pattern, which is my OG crochet pattern. Well, this is the follow-on from that. Okay, so this is the Cozy Up and Go Mug Cozy. I have made it in several different colour schemes. I still need to weave in my ends. Of course I do. Rubbish at doing that. This is another colourway. And I plan to use these for my craft fairs at the end of the year because it's going to be winter months and people love a cozy item in winter. So I will do maybe about 10 of these up, I think, for the winter markets. And then that's the third colourway. It's a completely beginner friendly crochet pattern. This pattern is now currently with 4 or 5 wonderful crochet testers, and I think this pattern will be released within the next coming weeks. It won't be long because it's a really quick, easy crochet pattern to make up. So this will be available very, very soon. So I've been working on that in June. And I think that's probably about it. I'm working on my wildflower vest top pattern as well in the background, but I've slowed up on that. I think I just need a little bit of a break from that one and then I'll come back to it. So that's our June goals and crochet recap. Moving on to July, what I want to achieve, what my plans are, etc, etc. So first off, from a goal perspective, I'm going to carry forward June's goal and put the 3,000 subscribers as a goal for July. So that's goal number 1. I would like to increase the TikTok goal. So I'm aiming for 5.6 followers over on TikTok. So that will be 100 more than the 5.5 from June. I would like to get to 350 sales over on my Etsy. I think I'm sitting at about 320 at the moment. And I would like to have released my Cozy Up and Go pattern, which I think is very, very achievable. And I imagine within the next recap we do for July's recap, so in my head all these dates, this pattern will be released. I'd also like to finish the lotus blanket. I think working it out for another 30 odd days, I think will be finished. But come back for the July recap and we will find out. But that would be a goal to finish that up. And I'd also like to have got my wildflower vest top out for pattern testing. So the pattern's all written up, ready to go out for testing so that we're edging towards the release date. I think that's it. I think that's all my goals for July. I also actually would like to finish my tapestry, my first ever tapestry, and be moving on to something else. And also, not unrealistic at all, Amy. And I would also like to, I've been asked by a family member to make them a lilac daisy tote bag. I did one a while back in a pinky colour, so I would like to do that for them as well and get that crocheted up too. I've got the yarn ready to go, so I might even start that this afternoon actually. A bit of mindless crochet never hurts anyone. I love that, just sitting on the sofa watching telly, crocheting without thinking too much about it. So they are my goals. That's the recap of June. That is July's plan of action. Let me know what goals you've set yourself for the month of July. Did you achieve your June goals? Let me know what they were and if you did. I will put the link in the description of this video to the Willow tote bags. I know I've had a lot of lovely people ask me when this will be released. It's out, it's released, it's ready for you to go and create. Please tag me in all your creations. I really love seeing your end results and what it looks like. And if you have any feedback, of course, please just let me know, because I'm relatively new to pattern designing, so I am never going to be offended by some pattern feedback, because it will just give me the opportunity to develop and grow in this world. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I really hope it's given you some inspiration to set your own July goals if you haven't already. But like I said, let me know whether you've achieved your June goals and what your July goals are. Thank you so much for your ongoing support, love, and all your engagement and all of everything that I do. I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you very much for watching.